The turtle's rolling over going, have you heard the saying? Slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady. Stop sticking me with that wire. Welcome, everybody, to the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. I have a question to ask you.
What?
Well, you know, you have a birthday coming up, and you got a lot of stuff coming up, honestly.
We have a lot of stuff coming up.
We do have a lot of stuff coming up, but I want to zero in on your birthday for a second. Are we allowed to say how old you're turning?
I guess.
It ain't young.
I'm not, it's not like I'm like turning like 60.
How old do you turn this year?
Are you asking me because you don't know? How old am I going to be?
I don't know how old I am.
You don't know how old I'm going to be.
You're going to be 34?
Yes, I will be 34.
You're having a kid at 34.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's old lady stuff. No, seriously. I wanted to ask you something, and not so much.
Well, you certainly weren't buttering me up for this question, so.
And not so much because of your age, but I didn't want you to think that what I wanted to ask you had anything to do with your age.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I also know that you're not like a lot of other women. Like, I don't think your age really bothers you, and you've always taken really good care of your skin, so you don't look 34.
No, I don't. I look younger.
So I got lucky. I got with the lady that had the age and wisdom, but she looks young.
I've aged well.
You have aged well. You've aged like wine. I'm not aging that well. I got whiter, more gray hairs, getting some wrinkles in places I didn't think you're supposed to. I got them little skin tag things happening. That's like a sign of old age, right?
I have some of those too. Like my neck. I have a couple of them on my neck.
I found one on my neck. I think I got one like on the side of my, like the inside of my thigh.
Your skin's just like, yeah, I give up. I'm just kidding.
I found out I had that one on the side of my thigh because like I went to scratch it one day and I called it. I was like, anyways, this is what I want to ask you. I have thought recently, like in conversations with people when you're not around, because I do that a lot more frequently than you do, because I have conversations with other people. And, you know, I say my wife a lot. I was like, my wife. Because I can't say Katie to everybody, because I mean, like, not everybody knows who you are.
You hide me away. Nobody knows who I am.
She's at home in that room, you know? I feel kind of bad for her, so now I'm going to get her
out to make her record the podcast with me.
She's a real person, I promise. Here, I got her voice recorded. And I accidentally hit play, and it's that one where I talk about you being chained down or something. You remember that episode? No.
No. Oh, gosh.
Never mind. I accidentally called you my old lady the other day.
What?
I was like, my old lady. And like, I was like, I don't say that. It was weird.
Say that.
I don't say that.
I've certainly never heard you say that.
And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, I kind of like it.
No.
But I did like it.
No, you're not allowed.
Why?
Because I don't want you to refer to me as your old lady.
Why not?
Because.
Because why?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
But I want to know why.
You say old.
That's why I was like, I didn't think you'd have a problem with it.
So
because
you're like trying to make it a point, like it's relevant because you are old.
It's not like I was like, you know, that wrinkly old sandbag I keep at the house. I was just like my old lady.
Where did you get that?
I don't know.
Who are you hanging around?
I mean, like, it's obviously something that I've heard before, that you've heard before. I mean, it's not an uncommon phrase.
You could refer to me as, you know, your better half or something like that. But your old lady?
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Or just your lady. That's nice. Lady.
My lady?
Yeah. Not your old. Why I gotta be the old lady? I'm young and vibrant.
I can't say that. I can't be like the young lady at home. The people will be like, oh, God.
That's a completely different thing from old lady.
Yeah. Because I think if I say old lady, people are like, okay, well, that's kind of weird. He's talking like a biker. He's not really a biker. Like, that's probably where I got it from. Probably from watching all the Sons of Anarchy that we used to watch. But yeah, I can't be like the young lady at the house. Like my young lady. People would be like, we need to call the cops.
There are plenty of other terms of endearment that you could use.
Ball and chain.
Oh my gosh, no.
Okay, give me some of these ones that you're talking about.
I gave you one. Your lady. Your bride. Your queen.
The office. Sorry.
The lady of the house.
my bride. I don't want to say my bride because we know somebody else used to say that a lot, and it was just kind of, it made me feel weird. So I can't call you old lady, really?
I would prefer you.
It's not like I look at you and go, oh my God, you're such an old lady.
Well, I don't want to be referred to that. Not yet, anyway.
When I said it, it was like, my old lady, like, it was a good thing, and they knew it was a good thing.
I understand what you're saying.
I know.
I'm just saying, I'm not ready for that.
Okay.
Kind of like when the guy tried to talk us into buying a minivan, and I was like...
And now you regret it?
I'm not ready to make... Because once you go there... Once you go
minivan, you never go back.
You're there. Exactly. Until, like, your kids move away. You're an empty nester, and that's when you buy, like, a Miata or something. It's like completely opposite.
A Miata. Wow. We're never going to get a Miata.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I feel like once you go there and start referring to me as your old lady, that's it. I'm going to be the old lady forever.
Now...
Forever.
We just said earlier, you're going to be having a baby at 34 years old.
That's not like ancient.
Now, and it's not ancient, but let's do the math. Let's do the math. So, you're 34.
Plenty of people have children in their 30s.
And if we're lucky,
I read this thing that said you're more likely to live longer if you have your last child in your 30s.
That's because you don't care anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's like that commercial that was on TV where, like, the lady had the baby, and, like, before anybody could touch the baby, she was like, oh, put hand sanitizer. Oh, hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Wash your hand sanitizer. And then it was, like, 3 years later.
I don't think that has anything to do with it.
She had a baby, and, like, she drops the pacifier on the ground, she picks it up, and she's like, sucks the dirt off of it and puts it back in the kid's mouth.
That has nothing to do with age. That's more of experience and number of children.
I guess.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with age.
Now, speaking of age, I want to talk about this trip you made to Chick-fil-A with our kids. And
you were there too.
Are you sure?
You think I'm going to take the kids to Chick-fil-A by myself? Heck no.
Okay. So you're saying I was with you when you got these?
Yeah.
Really? I don't recall that at all.
Well, it sounds like a personal problem to me. Talk about me being old. You're the one who can't remember things.
Oh, I haven't been remembering things for a long, long time.
It was just like 2 weeks ago.
No, I remember us going to Chick-fil-A, but I thought I came home from work one day and you handed me these cards and you were like, hey, I got this out of the kids' meal at Chick-fil-A. Isn't this crazy? And I thought that you had gone to Chick-fil-A that day or something.
No, I said, remember when we went to Chick-fil-A? The toys that the kids got, we never gave them to them.
Oh, okay.
I just put them to the side because we didn't give them to them because we wanted them to eat our food, and I didn't even know what they were.
And this is them?
Yeah, and that's it.
All right. This is what I want to talk about. Okay, so apparently I went to Chick-fil-A with you. I don't remember this. I mean, I remember going to Chick-fil-A.
I don't take the kids to any restaurant alone.
No, I thought you might have went with your mom or somebody.
That is asking for trouble.
But you go to places when I'm not here. You just went to, would you go to Applebee's the other day? Chili's? You went somewhere the other day?
Yeah, because Courtney went with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could have gone with somebody. I didn't know. I forgot about us going and getting the kids' meals.
We're getting no attention.
We're getting way off track. Way off track. I want to focus on this for a second. So we get the kids some kids' meals.
At Chick-fil-A.
At Chick-fil-A.
When you were there with us.
And... Yeah. You know what? Just forget it. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
You don't even remember being there.
No, I came home and you handed me these.
Probably on your phone.
Probably.
It's like the children, our 2-year-old children. Now,
don't you say it. Don't you
now they say, Daddy, get off your phone. And like, I don't even tell you. That's not something I say to you.
No, it's something that I say to you and they've picked it up.
But they don't tell me to get off my phone.
I know, isn't it messed up?
They tell you to get off your phone, because you're on your phone all the time.
I am on my phone a lot. Okay, you know what? Just forget all the stuff that we just went through. We went to, alright, we got 2 kids' meals from Chick-fil-A.
You just went so far. Like,
we're about to talk about the quote-unquote toy that came in a kid's meal, a kid's meal. So explain to everybody what this is you're holding in your hand.
It's little cards. It's It says table topics. Questions to start great conversations.
How many, like, small children...
can't even read yet.
How many small children are going, I kind of wish that I had some topics to talk about over the dinner food. No, that's not what kids want to do. That's not what they want to do. You know what kids want to do? We got them a Happy Meal from McDonald's, and it came with a little car in it. That's what kids want to do.
Yep.
They don't need...
Reagan's came with a bracelet, and oh boy.
Yeah, best thing she's ever had.
She put that bracelet on and then was like, where's my crown? I need my crown to go in this bracelet.
I'm the princess.
I'm the princess.
You know what I mean? Like, this is such a weird thing to put in a child's... Like, I feel like they should have given that to us. They should have been like, hey, here's your food, by the way.
Yeah, like, here, read this with your children.
Yeah, open this instead of your smartphone.
Yeah.
Like that, why would they give this to kids? So naturally, we thought, hey.
I think the intention is there, just the appropriateness for our age children is just not.
Yeah. But anyways, you handed them to me and you said that she was like, we should use this on the podcast.
I haven't read these, by the way.
Awesome.
I just opened it up to see what it was, and I flipped one over. But
so it could be like, what's your
favorite
favorite crayon color, and how does it make you feel?
I think they have different ones. This one's all about happiness, so it's like what makes you happy. Like,
was the other one something else?
No, but they're both the same.
Oh, okay. So they gave us 2 kids meals and put the exact same thing in both of them.
Yeah,
that's I could appreciate that.
If they had put something different, it would have been fought over.
Yeah. So anyways, let's crack them open. Let's see what kind of topics Chick-fil-A thinks small children should be discussing.
Do you just want me to randomly pick one?
Yeah, randomly pick one.
I'm just gonna dig into the middle of the sack here.
How many cards do you think it is? It's pretty thick.
I don't know, maybe like 20.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is this. Okay, go ahead.
Where would you like to go on a family vacation? You know what our kids would say? To the park?
Yeah, I want to go to the park.
I'll go to the park.
Next question. See, that's what I'm saying, like...
I'm going to playground and slide.
Oh, it's such a weird thing to give children.
Or me mom bubbles.
Yeah.
We were getting ready to go to the grocery store. It was today. And the kids, they each had a toy in their hand to take with them. And Riley starts going on about how he's going to show me mom Pawpaw. I was like, we're not going to me mom Pawpaw's house today.
So, what family vacation would I like to take?
Yeah.
If money is not a thing, I want to go to Disney World.
Yeah, me too.
That's it.
I kind of want to go without the kids, though.
Yeah, me too. No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
There's no way we could take our kids to Disney World right now. No, that's asking for misery.
The late Robin Williams did some stand-up comedy one time, and he talked about taking kids to Disney World. Mm-hmm. He's like, look, a 2-year-old...
It was I think he had a 5.
Was it
a 5-year-old?
A 5-year-old? He was like, Mickey Mouse ain't nothing but a giant rat. Like, they don't understand. It's a giant, scary rat.
I think our kids would be cool with the Toy Story characters.
I don't know.
But
if like
real life size, life size Woody comes up and is like, howdy, my name's Woody. I don't know. They would probably cry.
There's a snake in my boot. They might.
I don't know. Riley was walking around here today with itty bitty little Jessie hat on his head.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little tiny Jessie, and was just walking around going, howdy.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
All right, let's pull another card. You want me to ask? Okay.
I thought we were taking turns here.
We'll take turns. Oh, this is your card for sure. If you had a free day.
Oh, Lord.
And could do, this just got orgasmic for a second, and could do anything you wanted, how would you choose to spend your time?
Like, if I had a free day, like right now, like tomorrow. I had a free day.
Yeah, you have unlimited amounts of money and no children.
I would sleep. I would, if I had tons of money on this free day.
Okay.
I would probably hire someone to clean my house. And yeah, I would sleep, I would watch TV, and I would eat all day. That's all I want to do right now.
What would you eat?
What would I eat?
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookies.
So that's what you're doing your free day? Is you're watching somebody clean your house while you sit on the couch eating cookies?
I'm not hard to please. All I want in life at this moment is like one day where I can just like sleep and just like veg out on the couch and watch TV because I am exhausted
That's pretty awesome.
And I'm so, like, we've been talking about this. We've been working on potty training the kids for quite some time now. And it was a rough week. Like, they're doing pretty good, except for this past week was really, 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 it was bad. Like, there was one day, both kids took a crap on the floor in the same day.
And just so we're clear, because we talk about poop every single episode, like, way too much, and we're not going to get into it this time. We talked about one of them pooping on the floor last episode, and it was
like, no, I don't think they pooped on the floor. It was like they pooped and it got on the floor.
I guess.
I think.
But
I can't remember. We talk about so much poop. Because they've never just like, hey, I'm going to squat and poop on the floor until...
That happened.
Until this week. And that happened. Yeah.
You sent me the picture and it was great. And I showed everybody at work.
It was reminiscent of when we had a dog.
Yeah.
And, he'd have an accident. I'm like...
Then you just rub the children's nose in it and go, no.
I wish it was that easy.
Like hit them with a newspaper.
Go scratch their hands on the bathroom door. This is where you go when you need a potty. It's just like, oh, yeah, it's been bad.
Let's do one more of these cards.
I just want to not clean up other people's bodily fluids for one day. That's all I want with my free day. What about you? You didn't answer. If you had a free day, what would you do?
Just hang out.
Like by yourself?
No, with you guys. I like hanging out with y'all. I like podcasts. Maybe we could podcast a little bit. It's been far and few.
This question makes us seem like really in boring between. People.
Like, it's not that
if we had a free day, we would just do nothing.
It's not that we're boring.
We're just tired.
It's like you're in a race car. Like, you're the Daytona 500. You're going 215 miles an hour for 4 hours and somebody goes, okay, take a 10-minute break. What do you want to do? Well, I sure as hell don't want to get back in a race car and drive 215 miles an hour.
True.
I just want to sit on that couch for a minute because I'm freaking tired.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. We're at the Daytona 500 going 215 miles an hour.
The time.
Nonstop. and then when they're like, hey, you can take a break for a minute. I just want to sit down. Not in a race car. Just like.
I gotcha.
The kids were screaming last night at bedtime. And I went in there and I was like, you guys got to go to sleep. We do this every night. And Riley looks up at me and he goes, Daddy, you take a nap with me. And I was like, if you'll stop crying, fine. So I went and got the Toy Story blanket out of the closet and slept on the floor. And it was wonderful.
And I fell asleep on the couch.
Yeah, we slept for like 3 or 4 hours, nowhere near each other.
Exciting night in the McKnight household.
I woke up
up at like 12:45, and then I went in there and woke you up.
You're like kicking my legs. I'm like, what's going on? And you said, get up. Because you weren't going to talk normal because there were sleeping children. They're like little landmines. You wake them up and they explode. And then we went to bed.
Oh, if they woke up, I was going to ditch you. I was leaving you right there. I was going to run.
I'm out.
That's why that's why I just like nudged you with my toe.
Yeah.
I was by the door. I was ready. I was like, if they wake up, you're on home. I'm going to bed. I was ready to jet.
Oh my God. It would be like we're in a yard with a bunch of bulldogs and you just hit me with a piece of steak and run away.
Pretty much.
I will. Our kids are still in the crib as of right now, which it's not going to be that way for too much longer. But I will tell you one cool thing about me going in, because I laid on the floor right by the crib, and the crib's pretty low. It was actually kind of cool for a few minutes, because what happened was they were glad I was there, and I laid up against the crib, and they were sticking their hands through and like scratching my back. And I was like,
yeah, that's something new. Like, they have realized that they like to have their back scratched.
Yeah.
And like, especially Riley. Mm-hmm. He'll come up to me and he will fling himself down in my lap.
Scratch my back, Mommy.
Scratch my back. And he will lay there for the long time. And if I stop, I'll be like, Mommy, scratch my back. But like, if you ask him to scratch your back,
he does it.
He like scratches your flesh off.
Yeah.
Reagan does it pretty good. But Riley, like, he'll get in one spot and just dig his fingernails. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. Thank you.
Well, I don't know. They were doing it to me last night. It was pretty awesome.
But yeah, it's really cool. Like that they've realized, like, hey, this is nice.
Well, I went in there with them, and I'm pretty sure that I fell asleep before they did, because the last time I looked up, they were looking at me through the fence. You know what I mean? The little crib fence, just like.
But then today, you were off work today, and you were here at nap time.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, it's time for a nap. And both of the kids were like, Daddy, you take a nap with me?
I was like, no, we're not making this a habit.
And then Reagan immediately went, ah!
Yeah.
Broke her little heart.
Like, I don't mind doing it every now and then, but it's not going to be a habit. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't go lay on the floor. I'm uncomfortable laying in our bed.
Like, one thing I'm scared of is they're going to have the opportunity here soon to, like, get out of the bed and come into our room and go, oh, well, I had a bad dream. Can I sleep in the bed? You know, I'll be okay with that. It's like, you had a bad dream. That's fine. Come lay down with me. But then, like, the second night and then, like, a third night, I'm going to be like, all right.
Kicking you out, kid.
We are not going to be, and there's nothing wrong with this. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being the parent.
Co-sleeping.
That's okay. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm just saying it ain't my thing.
It doesn't work for our family. The kids, no, we've tried. Like, there was during the hurricane when we stayed with
it doesn't work for you and I. We have a king size bed. We have a king size bed and we lay so far apart on each other that the middle of the bed is still new. So it's like a little fence.
I think it's kind of like a little hump.
It's like a little lump because nobody ever lays there. You stay on your side of the lump. I stay on mine. If I come over to your side of the lump and I touch your arm or something, you go,
that's my space. That isn't my personal space.
And I'm just saying, we start adding children in there. And
but yeah, our kids, they're the same way. And they've always been that way. We've tried, like, there's been a couple times where, like, we tried to get them to sleep in the bed with us and they weren't having it. It's not our thing. I even saw, we were watching them on the baby monitor the other night. I about couldn't get that out. The other night. And they, they sleep in the same crib, but they're like, hey, I have my side, you have your side. They don't want each other's toys on the wrong side, their blanket, and oh my god, don't you dare put the wrong baby on the wrong side, because they know and they will freak out. But they're laying there, and they're just like messing with it. Like, they just keep just touching each other, kicking each other. We'd keep going in there, and then we were watching them on the baby monitor. They'd settled down, but then Riley slid his hand over on Reagan's side, and she put her hand on top of his hand, and just pushed it back. Yeah. And I laughed because I said, oh my god, that's
what you do.
What I do to you. Mm-hmm. And like, she doesn't know. She's never seen me do that before. It's just ingrained in their DNA.
I think one of my favorite things to do is because I probably don't take care of my toenails the way that you should take care of your toenails.
You don't cut them until they're like dangerous talons that you could go catch trout in a river with. You could just like,
So, there's been a time or two where I've accidentally rubbed my toe across your leg.
You have cut me. You have drawn blood with your toenails.
So, like, what I like to do sometimes is I'll take my toe and I just place it near your leg and I can feel you start to panic. Like, oh, get your foot away from me.
Like, I have, like, this thing where it's like, I know if your toes get near me, like, my body tenses up and it's like, oh god, here we go. No. Mm-mm. And yeah, you think it's so funny to slide your freaking feet over near me when we're in bed and your toenails scare me. I don't trust your toenails.
I wouldn't either. I've cut my own self with my toenails before. I was like, you ever had, like, you're sitting on the couch or somewhere where you have free reign of your feet and, like, the back of your leg itches, so you'll take your foot, the other foot, and scratch it? I did that one time and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, your toenails are dangerous. They are dangerous weapons.
They are. They're not like, now when I say I don't take care of them, I just let them get too long. Now, I don't have like those Frito looking toenails that some people have.
No, you just let your toenails get too long.
They just get too long. My toenails actually look pretty good other than the fact that they...
You have pretty nice feet.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be reading another.
Yeah, it just got weird for a second. Go back to the topics cards. Everybody's like, oh god, they're not fixed to start talking about their feet.
So off topic. It's a
good thing we got these cards then, huh?
Let's talk about feet. Who's the happiest person you know?
It used to be you.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean, I love you. I do. But times have been hard. It's been troubling times in the kingdom as of recent. Times have been difficult. And
when you have to clean up other people's poop and pee all day,
stop going back to the poop. We can't talk about poop every single episode.
It takes your happiness
does.
level down a little bit.
I would say probably the happiest person I know is you. It's just that you can't be happy all the time. And you've picked a lot of those times not to be happy pretty recently. So, but I think it's you. How about you? Who's the happiest person you know?
Oh my gosh.
Because I know it ain't me.
Well, not you.
Yeah, it's not me.
I love you, but it's not you.
I'm pretty happy. I'm just angry at the same time. It's a weird mix. It definitely could seem, the people who like, he's not happy at all. because I hear him talk. People are like, I hear that dude talk, and he's not happy. But the truth is, I actually am happy.
Who's the happiest person I know? I don't know. I mean, I know lots of people that are pretty generally happy.
Yeah.
Happiest one. That's hard.
I think I have an answer.
Who?
What about Sierra?
Sierra, our niece.
Yeah.
She is always happy.
She is, like, every time I see her, she's like, hey. Like, she's pretty happy all the time.
Oh, she's 9.
She hasn't learned the troubles of the world yet. Yeah.
Life is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes to school, comes home, plays with the kids across the street.
Yeah.
Give
her a couple more years in school, she'll get over that
hangs
mess.
out with the chickens and the kitty cats, and
life's pretty good for her.
She hasn't hit that like hormonal stage yet. Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to be 9 again. That was when things were so much easier. So.
All right.
Let's not do any more of these cards. Put those ones that we did on the bottom.
Oh, I was just picking them up randomly.
And we'll save this for episodes that we're like, hey, we didn't have anything to talk about. Let's pull out the topics cards from Chick-fil-A. An episode or 2 ago, you wanted to talk about that girl that's gotten so famous lately.
What? What girl?
That 13-year-old that was on the Dr. Drew.
Oh my gosh.
Dr. Phil. The Cash Me Outside girl.
Yes.
And I told you, I was like, I don't want to talk about her. Because I'm just sick of hearing about her. But now
I was late to the party.
Yeah.
Like, I was seeing, like, all these memes and stuff on Facebook, and I didn't...
He was like, why is everybody talking about cashing me outside for? What does that mean?
I didn't know what it meant. I didn't. And, like, I really wasn't curious enough to, like, look into it. And then you started talking to me about it one day, and I was like, I don't know what that means. And so you showed me, and I was like, oh, my Lord.
Right?
This child needs to have her butt whooped.
Well, I'm angry about it now.
Why are you angry?
Because I'm selfish. And, like, I probably covet other people's stuff a little bit more than I should. When it comes to talent, is what I'm talking about. Like,
You wish you had her fame.
What's that, what's the singing show?
American Idol?
American Idol. It was a good show. And obviously it was a good show because it ran for, like, 13 seasons? It was a really good show. Seasons. But I had a hard time with that because I worked my tail off to be a musician and to start bands, and, like, I wanted it to go places, and it never did. And some of these people didn't do anything. Like, they never even tried other than, like, singing in their car, and then all of a sudden they've got record deals and they're touring, and, like, I just had a hard time with that.
You saying that they don't deserve it?
No, I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm just saying that I'm selfish, and I felt like I deserved it too, and I didn't get it. That's kind of what got me upset about this girl. Because now, her and her mama...
Oh, sorry.
Are moving to Los Angeles because they have been offered a TV show.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, but see, I completely understand your point. But at the same time, I wish that as a society, we would not make these people famous. That young lady does not deserve a TV show. She deserves to be in juvenile detention somewhere.
You're probably the first person in the United States of America that referred to her as that young lady.
I was trying to be
because everybody
nice.
else calls her that brat or the cash me outside girl.
She does not see you do not reward that type of behavior.
You don't. And we do as a society.
You're
reward
like, oh, she's
all the
so
time.
horrible. Let's make her famous and let's offer her a TV show.
Yeah.
No. Oh my gosh.
What we need to do is smack her one good time and say, how about that?
How about that?
That's what we need to do. Like, teach them a lesson.
Oh my gosh. We have a daughter.
We do.
And I do not want her to get any ideas in her head that she can act that way and that it will be beneficial to her. Because that young lady's mama, me and her, we different people.
Yep, but we've got to get
I'm
things
saying,
right.
let Reagan try to steal my car. Did she steal her mama's car? Isn't one thing she did?
because she left the keys in there.
Yeah.
Well, she left the keys in there.
Let Reagan steal my car. I guarantee she won't do it again.
I don't know. I think Our Life would be a pretty good reality TV show.
You think so?
I do.
I feel like it would be boring. To some degree. Like, they do the same stuff every day. All she does is yell at her kids and clean up poop.
But I mean, out of 7 days, they'll get 30 minutes worth of good material. I mean, like, and stupid stuff that I do. Like, just the kind of stuff that happens to me.
Oh my gosh. The stuff that our children said. What was it that Riley said to you tonight? You were talking about you were going to go to the store and you were getting beard cream.
Oh, yeah.
And then Riley said, he laughed. It said, no, Daddy, you can't put ice cream in your beard.
That's what he said to me. And I'm like, you're 2.5. Stop putting logical sentences together. It's freaking me out, man.
Cream to him is ice cream.
Yeah.
It's ice cream. And he thought you were talking about putting ice cream in your beard. And he was like, no, Daddy.
Now, if we did have cameras following us around, you would have experienced and seen what happened to me at work the other day. Now, I don't talk about my work very often at all. At all. But something happened, and it was extremely comical for everybody that wasn't involved. So, like, when it happened, everybody in the room was really uncomfortable. Now, the group of people, we had a meeting. Me and a bunch of other people. And we were not having a break at the time, but it was sort of like we had just kind of chilled out from the meeting for a second. We were talking about different stuff. And there was a girl, Stacy actually. I'll say her name. Stacy was there. And I don't know what they were talking about, but her and my boss were talking about Amazon Prime. Apparently both of them got Amazon Prime. And Stacy goes, yeah, it's addictive. I spent like $300 last week. You know, and then my boss said something about, you know, ordering things on Amazon. And then I spoke up and I said, you know what's not addictive? Being poor. Which
right?
I thought was funny. But apparently, I don't know if I like said it weird. I don't know what happened. But when I said it, everybody stopped talking and their eyes got big. And like I looked to the left and the guy beside me was like, what? And I was like, what? Like everybody acted like I said something insane. And I was like, poor. There's at least one other one in the room. It's not just me. Well, I don't know if like, you know, it's like I got a lisp every now and then. Like I get it. And anybody that listens to the show knows that I have it. But apparently when I said poor, everybody in the room heard porn.
Oh my god.
So
oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah. So now,
awkward.
Rewind. Somebody goes, yeah, Amazon Prime's really addictive. And somebody goes, yeah, I spent a bunch of money on there. And I go, you know what's not addictive? Porn. So the guy next to me goes, please don't touch my pen. That's what he says to me. But it legitimately took me about 45 seconds of awkwardness to realize what was happening. And I said, no, not porn. I'm not talking about porn. I'm talking about
there was probably
poor.
At least a couple people in that room going, I don't know. I think porn's pretty addictive.
Well, I had one person come up to me later and he's like, I was wondering how if you figured out a secret. And I was like,
oh my gosh.
I said, whoa, buddy. Whoa. No, but yeah, it was super awkward. There was a good 45 seconds where like people were they didn't know what to say.
That's way more awkward than deodorant.
Yeah, I know, like this is.
Remember when the coworker was like, I don't want to hear about your deodorant.
If that lady would have been in the room, I would have ended up in the HR office.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. Now, this is why we need you to go there. Because I might get fired for saying inappropriate stuff at work. And then I'm going to have to survive off of Patreon. And right now, there's no surviving off of it. We need you. You right now. Yes, I'm talking to you. Go there. Patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. If you can't spell all of that, that's fine. Because Patreon's kind of a weird word. They like made it up. You can go to Facebook. We got it right there at the top. Click. Takes you right there. Now, when you sign up, you can do it for $1 or $1 million. Most people are doing $1, and I'm fine with that. You can unlock right now 7 secret episodes. 7. You can't get anything like that nowadays. That's like 7 hours of entertainment for $1. One of them. Just one of those dollars. What else can you buy for $1? You can't buy a 2-liter, not unless it's on sale. You know how much a tea costs at a restaurant? $2.39.
Or more. And
they're like, hey, you want some strawberries in it? You're like, oh, I'd love some strawberries. Then that tea costs $6. It's some fake strawberries. But for $1, you can get 7
fake strawberries.
You know what I'm talking about. Them strawberries that, like, when you pick them up, they stringy. Like, you can sling them and they would stick to the wall.
What?
You know what I'm talking about.
Like, like strawberries that have been soaking for a while?
I guess, man. It's gross.
They're real.
Like eating a slug.
Oh.
Yeah, have fun with that next strawberry lemonade you get. But patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. Help Bob and Katie support this show. And you really are helping support the show because we need to update some of this equipment. I can't touch my cord right now because it's going click, 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 click. Listen. Now it ain't gonna do it. Oh, there it goes. Right there. You can't hear it, but everybody else can. Anyways, we love you all. You say too. And if you can't go to patreon.com, that is fine. Please go to iTunes, subscribe, leave us a review. It really, really does help. It really does. I have one last thing that I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
I know we were talking about if we had a free day, we'd like to do nothing. Just before we started the podcast, you made me promise you that when we move, we'd get a babysitter for like 2 days. I'll take you on a date. Well, I think I have an event that I want us to go to, and it will be exciting and dangerous. It's probably going to be illegal to some extent, because I don't think it's like a legitimate thing where like you can go and like buy tickets to this event. I think it's probably going to be in some warehouse with like a bunch of people standing around. World? And you're gambling, and I just think it's going to be so. And you want to take your
pregnant wife there?
I'll protect you. I'll protect you. Not on a date necessarily, just for us to have some fun. Okay, are you ready for this?
No.
It's something that I had never heard of before until the other day. Turtle racing. It's a conversation. Now it's your turn.
I don't even know what to say.
A lady made that joke to me the other day. She's like, oh, you should try turtle racing. And I thought like it wasn't anything.
That
and I
was really a thing?
Yeah. And that's what I said. I was like, that's really a thing? She was, yeah. So I Googled it. Katie, it's a thing.
Wow.
Okay. Now, I really built that up. And when I told you what it was, your jaw just kind of dropped open and your eyes glazed over and started to roll back in the back of your head because it sounds stupid, right?
No. Well, I mean, I like turtles as much as the next person, but I don't know about racing. It seems like a very anticlimactic sport.
I don't know. I got the information and I'm going to read you something about it. Just feel free to jump in anytime you want. Turtle racing is an event in which participants typically place turtles in the center of a circle and watch them walk about until one of them crosses the outside of the circle.
So they don't even, like, race?
No, it's not. Well, I mean, they're turtles. Come on.
In, like, a line, like, from point A to point B.
No, they drop them in a circle. Like, it's probably like
Let's see which one wanders out of the circle first. That's the whole premise of...
It's probably like a bunch of people that end up in, like, a Kmart parking lot and they just draw a big circle with some of that sidewalk chalk and drop all their pet turtles in the middle and just wait. Now, I'm going to keep reading. Initially popularized as an event geared towards children at county fairs and picnics in the central United States, it has since grown in scope and popularity, and other variations of the event have been held. Now, this is Wikipedia. Now, what Wikipedia does is they give you like a synopsis of the information of whatever you're looking at, and then you get a bunch of tabs, like if you want to dig deeper. Now, I'm going to read you these tabs, and I'm going to let you pick which one you would like me to check, okay? So, tab number 1, versions. So I would assume that would talk about the different types of turtle racing. Number 2, the history. Number 3, the regulation. Number 4, the danger.
Oh my gosh.
Number 5.
I think I gotta go with number 4.
Number 5, the controversy.
Oh my gosh.
And then references. So where do you want to go?
Number 4.
You want to go with danger?
Yes. Please tell me about the dangers of turtle racing.
Although it is generally a safe event, turtles on occasion can pose a danger to spectators. On one occasion, a turtle bit a woman who had given... I can't even read it without... I'm trying to read it with a straight face. A turtle bit a woman who had given it a kiss to celebrate its victory in a race.
Why would you get that close to a turtle's mouth?
Oh, she thought it was going to turn into a prince, I guess. Anyway, that's frogs. Never mind. Okay. Paramedics responded and injected the turtle with Valium after the turtle refused to let go of the woman's lip. The injection did not seriously injure the turtle, who soon...
He latched on and was I'm not let go. Oh my gosh, that sucks.
The injection did not seriously injure the turtle, who soon returned to racing. So the champion kept going. Some turtle racers have attempted to cause turtles to move more quickly by stimulating specific areas of the brain with a low electric current.
Oh my god! That's like turtle abuse.
This poses a danger to spectators who may accidentally be electrocuted. So, how do you explain that? Did you guys hear about Bob? He apparently got it deep into that turtle racing and was trying to stimulate the turtle's brain and executed himself. Executed? Yeah, by electrocution. Could you imagine that? Like, you die trying to shock a turtle.
I'm sure they probably don't shock them with enough power that you could electrocute yourself. If they're shocking this tiny little turtle,
yeah,
surely there's not enough juice that you could accidentally electrocute yourself to
like death. How many times do you have to do it?
Die?
Wait. Now, how many times do you do this before you get it right? You know what I mean? Because the chances are, if you're shocking a small little turtle, first of all,
I don't know.
First of all, you're a dick. Okay?
Like, who does it? Like, the little turtle be like, come on, turtle, run!
Run faster! Run! And the turtle's just
like a cattle prod, like, come on!
The turtle's rolling over going, have you heard the saying? Slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady. Stop sticking me with that wire. Okay. Seriously. Like, the person that does it is he probably like cut open, like busted a lamp and like pulled the cords out of it. Like, so they probably have
dusty old basements. Yeah. Creeper.
The turtle's just sitting there like, I thought we were getting flies. Like, what's going on?
Shock the mess out of this turtle. He's gonna move his slow behind now.
So the first time he goes up to the turtle, right? Sticks the wires, poof, head explodes. You can't get it right on the first try.
Too much.
That's too much. Let's go back. So you got to experiment with. Then they're on Google. How to
shock a turtle.
So then they're like, oh, you know what? You can go to your local hardware store and buy that $129 shock collar that you can adjust how much it shocks. So you don't even have, like, at that point, you don't even have to like get super like crazy with it. Then all of a sudden you're showing up at turtle races and your turtle's got a collar on, you know, and they're like, and you're there with a controller, like a remote control car. So they, you know, I don't even have, do they say go? Like what happens? People just put the turtles down?
I've never been to a turtle race.
And like your turtle's walking and every now and then he jumps up in the air. He starts walking faster. Oh, poor turtles.
So I wonder how long a turtle race typically lasts.
Oh, that's a good question that I don't know the answer to. You just sit there for like
hours? Just watching the turtles like meander around, hoping that one of them will cross over the outside of the circle.
Like how many?
Is it like pretty fast? I have no idea.
I think this is where the excitement could come because a turtle could just like sit down, you know? Like you get all excited because your turtle's creeping towards the line and you're like, oh my God, I'm fixing to win. We done got $25 on this. I'm about to win. But then he stops. And he just kind of
turns around and goes the other way.
He slowly looks down and licks the pavement. And then like this one turtle that hadn't been doing anything the whole time just starts walking. And like your turtle's like neck and neck. And then, poof. It's got to be exciting. I want to see it. And I think we should buy it.
I think you might be putting a little too much stock in this turtle race.
I think we should buy a turtle.
To race it?
Yeah.
No.
What if he won? I could paint a big... I could paint a big 3 on his shell. Like Dale Earnhardt. What? Why are you breathing so hard for?
We're not getting a turtle.
Let's talk about the controversy. This is really long.
There's probably because they're shocking the crap out of these little turtles. PETA is probably hot over this mess.
There's a link for PETA right there. Okay. Turtle racing has garnered controversy at times due to the treatment of the turtles and the gambling that occurs at many races. So they're gambling. Like I'm telling you.
This is like cockfights or dog fights, just like with the turtle version.
Okay, the annual turtle race is at the Gala Days in the Canadian village of Ailsa Craig. I can't read. Everybody should know that by now. Have drawn particular scrutiny. After the news of the annual turtle race was popularized in 2010, the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources told the organization to cancel the event. Ministry officials intervened due to the wild turtles being caught in a nearby river in order to be used in the race. Where else you can get turtles from? Of course they were going down to the river and getting the turtles. You gonna go down to the turtle store? And I'm sure that...
What kind of turtles are they using?
Wild turtles. River turtles.
Like big turtles?
Yeah, they're
or like little itty bitty turtles.
I'm assuming they're bigger turtles. All they gotta do is pour a little ooze on them. Some of that green ooze, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh my god.
Teaching some karate. If we get a turtle to go race, I am so putting a bandana on his eyes.
Then he won't be able to see.
Will you cut holes in it?
Okay.
A red one. We'll call him Raphael. Okay, so they started threatening to fine anybody who entered a wild animal into the race. So where do you get non-wild turtles?
The pet shop.
I guess. A ministry spokesman cited the danger of spreading disease and disrupting the ecosystem by catching wild turtles and then putting them back. So they're going, racing them, and then taking them back. Could you imagine if, you're the mayor of a town that goes under because of turtle racing?
There's turtle sickness spread everywhere.
Somebody had to go to, whoever's in charge and was like, look.
This is turtle racing.
People are going to
It's becoming a problem.
People are going to the river.
It's a nuisance.
And they're getting the turtles and they're racing them. And the mayor, whoever it is probably like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding? We have homeless people that we're trying to take care of. Homeless people. But the event later proceeded as planned after the turtles were rented from a nearby pet store for use in the race.
They didn't even buy them. They just rented them. We don't want to keep them. We just want to use them for the day. Poor little turtles didn't even get to go to a nice, loving home. They just went right back to the pet shop.
Animal rights activists have described the sport as cruelty to turtles. Cruelties. The Market Days Festival in Concord, New Hampshire canceled its turtle event after it received complaints that the sport was a form of cruelty to animals. It is also opinioned against turtle... Oh, hang on. Okay. And then Archbishop Daniel Edward Pilzarski also opinioned against turtle racing, stating that the practice does not, and I quote, mirror the compassion of Jesus. PETA has endorsed rubber duck racing as a cruelty-free alternative to turtle racing. I'm going to hit that link.
Well, I've heard of that.
Oh, this page is not being created. You've heard of rubber duck racing?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's just what it says. Usually it's a very large amount, and you put all the ducks in, the river.
What?
Yeah.
So
You've never heard of that?
No.
I want to say there's been one here, locally, in Wilmington. I could be mistaken. I've never participated in one before.
Wow. Okay, kids, hold on to everything you got. Next week, we continue the story of the rubber duck racing. I'll look that up. We're going to see what's going on with that, because I am definitely intrigued. So, did you have fun tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you for sitting down with me. It's kind of sad, this is going to be one of the last episodes we do in this apartment.
We still have a few more weeks here.
Yeah, but we haven't recorded in 3 weeks.
Yes, we have.
We got a lot of stuff going on.
We do.
But we will find our laugh.
And we will find our happy.